What's up, Falcons Nation? It's your boy Jew coming at you with another Atlanta Falcons video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. In today's video, I want to give you guys some Atlanta Falcons news, and I also want to talk about left tackle Jake Matthews. But if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you'll know when I've done Atlanta Falcons content. Hit that like button for your boy. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys for continuing to tune into the channel, continuing to share out my content on all the social media platforms. If you would like to follow your boy on Twitter and Instagram, you can follow me at Jew Talk Sports. If you would like to donate to my channel, you can donate to my Cash App, which is the $ Jew Talk Sports. But I really appreciate each and every one of you guys for continuing to share out my content, continuing to help your boy hit his next milestone, or my next goal, which is 2,000 subscribers. But with that being said, let's jump right into the video. So first off, in Atlanta Falcons news, backup quarterback Felipe Franks and safety / nickelback Richie Grant were both placed on the COVID-19 list. So hopefully those guys can test out of that COVID-19 list before Sunday's game. This is a huge game coming up Sunday against the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo, New York. So hopefully we can at least get back Richie Grant for this game. Richie Grant is playing the cornerback or that nickel role, and he's playing safety due to us losing Eric Harris, who went down for the season with a torn pectoral muscle injury. So we really need Richie Grant back for Sunday's game. If we're not able to get him back, we do have guys that can fill in that role. Guys like Jalen Hawkins, who's been filling in at that safety position. But Richie Grant is one of those guys that's very versatile, and we use him all over the place on defense as far as being kind of that Swiss Army knife in the secondary. So hopefully we can get Richie Grant back before this Sunday's matchup. Felipe Franks, we do want to get Felipe Franks back as well. But we do have Josh Rosen as a backup quarterback who could be active behind Matt Ryan. He's been the backup pretty much ever since we signed him. So if Felipe Franks isn't off the COVID-19 list, we still do have Josh Rosen as well. But I wish both of those guys a speedy recovery and hoping those guys can get back as soon as possible. Now, with that being said, also in Atlanta Falcons news today, Foye Oluokun, big play Foye as I call him, did win NFC Defensive Player of the Week for last week's performance against the Detroit Lions. He was a standout player in that game this past Sunday. He did come up with the game-sealing interception. So shout-outs to Foye Oluokun. Ended the game with 14 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, and an interception. He did get the nod for the NFC's Defensive Player of the Week. So shout outs to him for continuing to be that rising star, superstar player on the defensive side of the ball for our Atlanta Falcons. Now, with that being said, that's pretty much all I have for you guys in Atlanta Falcons news. But I did get a fan request to do a video about Jake Matthews and whether we should re-sign Jake Matthews, who's our left tackle. And shout outs to Be Strong, who is a longtime subscriber of mine, who actually presented this question. And if you have questions, don't hesitate to go ahead and drop your comments either below this video or below any of my videos. And I'll be happy to also answer your question in video fashion as well. But shout outs to Be Strong for asking this question about Jake Matthews and whether the Falcons should extend Jake Matthews' contract. I did go in and do some research, and it actually looks like left tackle Jake Matthews actually signed a 5-year deal in 2018 with our Atlanta Falcons, and he signed through the year of 2024. So he's already under contract until 2024. The summer of 2024 is when he'll actually be an unrestricted free agent. But right now we have him basically for the next 2 or 3 seasons. He's already under contract. So shout outs to Jake Matthews. He has been one of those guys that's made, I believe, 1 Pro Bowl in his career, but he has always been a solid offensive lineman. To me, he's been basically our best offensive lineman for numerous years. Jake Matthews is a left tackle. He is the son of Bruce Matthews, Hall of Fame left tackle for the Houston Oilers. So the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, as they say. Jake Matthews is one of the better left tackles in the game. If you go look up Pro Football Focus, which I'm not a huge Pro Football Focus fan, but he is graded out this year. He has graded out as one of the best left tackles in the game. Speaking of Jake Matthews, he hasn't given up a ton of pressures and things of that nature or a ton of sacks this season. He's been very sound on Matt Ryan's blind side. He's basically been Matt Ryan's blind side blocker since 2014 when he was drafted out of Texas A&M as a first-round draft pick. He was the number 6 pick in that draft. And he's been a solid left tackle ever since we've had him. He basically was like a plug-and-play guy. We've had him playing and starting since his rookie season. But he's definitely is still in the prime of his career. He's only 29 years old. And I definitely think that the Falcons will keep him around for years to come. I do believe after this contract is up, he possibly could be re-signed by our Atlanta Falcons. At that point, he'll be 32 years old, which is fairly young for an offensive lineman or a left tackle. But I definitely think that this was a great question by B Strong of whether we should extend Jake Matthews. But good news is he's already under contract, like I said, for the next couple seasons. And hopefully he continues to play at a high level where we won't need to replace him at any point in the near future. But I definitely think that Jake Matthews is kind of one of the forgotten left tackles in the game. He doesn't get a lot of pub in the media because he plays for the Atlanta Falcons, but he's graded out as one of the best left tackles over the last couple seasons. And he's one of those guys that doesn't give up a ton of pressures, doesn't give up a ton of sacks. He is a guy who has great technique, great in the screen game. When you throw the ball out to the flats, he's great at running out. Very athletic guy for an offensive lineman. He's about 6'5", 305 to 310 pounds, but he's very athletic. And like I said, he's been here since 2014, blocking for Matt Ryan as his blindside blocker. And he's been pretty sensational at that position. So I definitely think that Jake Matthews will be with the Atlanta Falcons for years to come. As long as he doesn't sustain any injuries, knock on wood, or his play doesn't take any type of dips, I definitely think he'll be a guy that'll possibly be an Atlanta Falcons lifer and be around for our Atlanta Falcons teams for years to come. But with that being said, this been your boy Jew. If you would like me, like I said, if you would like me to do another video on someone that you would, on someone or a certain topic, definitely drop your comments below. But shout outs to B Strong again for the request on the Jake Matthews video. But I definitely think that Jake Matthews is one of those guys, like I mentioned, as one of the better left tackles in the game. You never really see him on the regular basis being dominated. He may give up a sack here or there, or may have a false start penalty here or there. But for the most part, he's been very solid and been one of the better offensive linemen, left tackles in the game. So with that being said, this be your boy Jew. If you enjoy my content, please hit the subscribe button. Please leave your comments below. And please also hit that subscribe button. Help your boy get to 2,000 subscribers. But with that being said, this be your boy Jew. I'll holler at you guys in the next video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. Peace.